We have a vibrant youth program throughout the Washington, D.C. area, and the way that serves us as adult writers is it restores our hope.
So whether you're going to be published by a small press or a big publisher, I think it's always going to be important that you start with a community, because anything that you throw out there, if you have 100 people who are paying attention to you, then those 100 people can then be your advocates too.
I feel like innovation is key to moving literature forward. Like otherwise we'd all still be writing epic poems.
Well, patience, a balance between patience and motivation. It took me a long time to finish my first novel, and that's not something I expected when I was 25.
Through poetry, we're getting to know each other at a deeper level.
I really feel that the community starts, and then you'll see it grow, and then other people are going to want to help, and you'll have volunteers, and then before that you'll have super board members, and then all of a sudden you'll have a box office goddess who is there every week, and then all of it falls into place.
One of the things that makes independent publishing so vibrant is that the whole house gets behind any decision that any individual makes.
Don't be frightened by the idea that, I just couldn't ever put something out there like that. You can do it, and the writing community is a lot more warm and nurturing than you might think.
What I'm really interested in doing over the next few years is building up a very strong community based around storytelling that attracts people who want to be storytellers, people who are great storytellers, people who just love great storytelling, and get enough of them in the same place that every time we find something that we think is incredible and should be read by thousands of people, we have those thousands of people there as a receptive audience.
Seeing how many different possibilities and options there are for you as writers, and for me as a reader, I love that. None of us are singular beings. How boring would that be? So the more kind of multiple you can be in your writing and in the way that you present yourself as a creative person, that's really powerful.
At home, I had my own somewhat wobbly arrangement of brick and board shelves, 2 and then 3 tiers of ugly pressboard, painted brown and laddered up against the wall, my first piece of furniture. In private, I thought of those shelves with enormous pride, as something I was building, book by book and brick by brick. And often I looked at them, vaguely satisfied, like a worker inspecting the progress of a job. I wanted the shelves to rise up and reach the ceiling, and for that to happen, all I had to do, I realized, was read.
I gave a reading in front of this big tank where the kelpfish were actually breeding. And I saw my grandmother actually came. This has nothing to do with anything, but my grandmother actually came, and I could see her in the front, and she just was asleep the whole time.